In the last video, we saw calculations with percent volume volume. In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some examples of percent mass volume. And just like volume volume, there's also a pause, try, play activity you can try out here. And then afterwards, we'll take a look at percent mass mass. And then same idea, you will see a pause, try, play video that you can try for percent mass mass. So let's go ahead and do percent mass volume examples. So here we have percent mass volume, which is our mass of solute in grams over volume of solution in milliliters, and then we multiply that by 100%. And that's when we have a solid solute and a liquid sort of solvent in our situation. So many people use a solution of trisodium phosphate, commonly called TSP, to clean walls before putting up wallpaper. To prepare the recommended concentration, 34 grams of TSP is used to make 2 liters of a cleaning solution. What is the percent MV of this solution? So first of all, our equation is percent mass volume is the mass of the solute in grams over the volume of the solution in milliliters times 100%. And so that's going to be equal to our solute, which is the 34 grams of TSP, over 2 liters of cleaning solution, of the entire solution. So for 2 liters there, we have to convert that to milliliters. So remember, for 2.0 liters times 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter, cancel liters out there, and we get 2,000 mils. And this should be the 2 sig figs because this is 2 sig figs here. So to do 2 sig figs, we can simply do 2.0 times 10 to the power of 3 mils in scientific notation. You can still write it in as divided by 2,000 mils, but just keep in mind that you don't just have 1 sig fig, you have 2 sig figs there. So divided by 2,000 milliliters, but remember, 2 sig figs there, 2 sig. So we're going to have everything rounded to 2 sig figs at the end, times 100%. And so we'll get 34 divided by 2,000 mils times 100, and we get 1.7%, which is approximately, actually that's already 2 sig figs, so we're good. So we have 1.7% mass volume, and we have 2 sig figs over here. And then you can do your therefore statement. So therefore, the percent MV is approximately 1.7%. So that was a mass volume example. Let's go take a look at another one. What mass of lithium chloride is dissolved to form 800 milliliters of a 12.8 weight volume solution? Weight volume, W volume, is another way to write mass volume. It's the same thing. Mass is more accurate since when we have grams, we're doing a mass as opposed to weight, which is in pounds, for example, and also takes into consideration our gravity as well. So we're really looking at mass specifically, but we sometimes write it as a mass volume, a weight volume as well, but it means the same thing. So remember that we have some given information here. So let's write down our given information. We have the percent mass volume, which is equal to 12.8%, which, don't forget, in decimal form is 0.128 because we're going to probably have to use it in this form here. We also have the volume of the solution given to us in milliliters already, so 800 milliliters. So just to identify, this is 3 sig figs here because of that point there, and so is this. So our final answer is going to be according to 3 significant figures. And what do we need to find? Well, we need to find our mass of lithium. So we know we're dealing with a mass volume problem because, first of all, we are given mass volume here, but we're also asked to find mass, and we have a volume over here for our solution. So let's go ahead and write out our formula for mass volume. So percent mass volume is equal to the mass of the solute over the volume of solution in mils times 100%. And so we want to find the mass of the solute. So we're going to have mass of solute is equal to volume of solution times the percent MV written as a decimal. So essentially divided by 100. So written in the 0.128 form. And so we can go ahead and write that into our equation. So mass of the solute is equal to the volume of solution, which is 800 milliliters, times that percentage mass MV there, 0.128, which will give us, so 800 times 0.128, and we get 102.4 grams. Because remember that the formula is solute in grams over volume of solution in milliliters. So this is going to be in grams, which is approximately to 3 sig figs, 102 grams. So therefore, 102 grams of LiCl is dissolved to form the 800 milliliter solution. And that would be our final answer for a mass volume question. Again, we saw it written as weight volume, which is the same thing.